Howdy Y'all, and welcome to TexasWatch, your weekly Overwatch League podcast for the Houston Outlaws and the Dallas Fuel. I am your host, Project, and joining me once again for the second season coming up, it's ZXO.
Thank you for the introduction. I'm so happy to be here. Let's talk some Overwatch, baby.
Man, we cannot stop talking about how excited we are, though. Like, Season 2! Man, oh my god!
We got so many new teams, a whole new format for the season and the stages. It's gonna be a totally different season. It's a whole new ballgame,
right?
Whole new ballgame.
If y'all came here for the hype, congratulations, you're about to get it. Because guess what? You can catch Texas Watch each week, every Tuesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Central Time. Because Texas time
is bestest time.
And guess what? We're also on YouTube now. Starting tomorrow, we're gonna start breaking out the episodes onto our YouTube channel. We're going to have a link to that down below, so you can go ahead and subscribe there if you want. We do want to go through a little bit of housekeeping before we do, but remember to follow the channel, because of course it's how you know when we go live. So housekeeping, we have a little bit to go through. So first things first.
Tell them.
We got these Legos. You want to get this payload? You want to get this Hanamura? Diva is mine. I'm sorry. It's my baby girl. This goes to me. You can win these Legos.
These two, not that one, but these two.
You can win these. All you gotta do is type !giveaway in chat. By doing so, that will send you a little link. You click that link to our Gleam giveaway. First thing, of course, follow us on Twitch. Duh. Easy enough. After that, you have 4 more chances of entries to just follow us on social media, check out our Instagram, all that good stuff. We're running this throughout the entirety of Stage 1. So, I mean, hey, that's like, what, another month or so?
Yeah, you got a month to enter yourself in as many times as you can.
You got time. So go ahead and enter that. We're going to draw the winner on the show at the end of Stage 1. So really excited about that. Second thing, we do have to give a huge shout out to our new tech, Mario. What's up, Mario? How you doing?
Good, thank you.
He's off camera. I don't even know if you...
I don't know if they can hear you or not, but he does exist. We swear we're not talking to the wall. He does exist.
I told you, we need to get you a mic, dude.
In time.
You know how many mics I have?
Then why aren't they set up?
This is a new street.
I didn't think about that.
We'll be fine.
No,
Mario will
next
come
time.
into his own.
I'm glad it's this way.
But we want to keep the mystery of Mario, but eventually you will hear from him and you can have your own opinions. So.
Of course. So yeah, shout out to him. He's gonna be the one taking care of chat. If you see Texas watching chat, that's Mario. So feel free to talk to him. He's there. He still hasn't decided whether he's a Fuel or an Outlaws fan yet. So
he's an Outlaws fan.
He's a Fuel fan. We'll see. After that, we do also want to try something new. So Season 2, we're switching the show up a bit. First things first, we're not going to be really focusing so much on news anymore. We're just going to be talking about Overwatch League and the teams themselves. But we're doing now topic-based discussion. And with that, we want to get your guys' input. So remember how we have the ! Giveaway? Now we also have ! Topic. So it's going to give you another link to a Google form that we've set up. You go in that form, give us your name or your username, give us a topic that you want, or if you have some feedback, maybe you see something on the show that you want us to maybe try something, or you have an idea for the show, go ahead and give us our feedback on that form too. We'd love to hear from you guys. Because again, you guys are one of the reasons why we do this show. Aside from the fact that it's just fun.
It is fun.
We like having you guys help out. It's great.
This is for you. We wanted to make the best product we can just for the things that you want to hear about. We want this to be more conversational with people who do play Overwatch, who aren't necessarily at the pro level. You've got a lot of pro analysts. You've got a lot of that already.
We're not pros.
We're not. Just not getting to what our levels are. But we do play a lot of the game. We enjoy the top level professionalism of this as an esport. And we want to be able to bring it to you on a casual kind of bar setting, like, talking with your friends kind of atmosphere. So tell us what you want to hear about. We'll be glad to talk about it and conversate with you guys about it.
For sure. I mean, hey, if we do choose your topic, we're going to give you a shout out on show, of course. I mean, that's kind of how you should do it if you ask me.
I think so.
Yeah. So there's that. And then, of course, we are still only in Season 2, but we are on Twitch. We are a Twitch affiliate. If you want to support the show, you can support us by donating. You can support us by cheering. And if you have Amazon Prime, you got Twitch Prime. They give you a free sub every month. We'll take it.
That's I mean, if nothing better to do with it, we wouldn't mind the support, but
Hey,
but we
hey,
appreciate
that's
it
it.
either. We appreciate you even being here. Thank you guys.
But of course, if you do decide to or give us any kind of compensation, we will give you a shout out on the show, just like anything else. And of course, we want to give a huge shout out to our good supporter, Coolest Cripple. They have provided us with our banners and some really cool stuff for the channel, both on Instagram, YouTube, Twitch. Yep. Shout out to you. Like, seriously, you earned it. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the art, my friend.
So I think it's time for us to roll into our first topic. I mean, we've kind of been rambling for a few minutes now.
I think we can. I mean, anytime we talk about Overwatch, I'm always ready, man. Just let me know what's going on.
All right, Mario, I think it's time for our first topic. Let's do this. So, first topic today, what is TexasWatch?
TexasWatch is a show that you need to watch. First, but go ahead, break it down for him.
Check it out. If this is your first time watching the show, as always, welcome. We're happy to have you here. A little bit of history, I guess. This was during a watch party. Was this like this wasn't the opening watch party?
No, it was not. It was a couple of watch parties.
Yeah, it was like a little bit into the season. Zay and I were watching at his place, and I was thinking, I really want to do a talk show. I think it'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, we both enjoy the game, both enjoy the esport. Why not just sit here and talk about it and see,
we were already having these nice, deep conversations off camera.
Very true.
We were like, why not put a camera in front of us and make it a thing? So that's exactly what we did, and now we're here. And we want to have that casual conversation, just like you and a few friends sitting at a bar. There are too many news centrics. You have your Overwatch Centrals, you have your Thorins, your Monties, you have all these guys who are out there giving you the pro analysis. Once again, we're not pros. Yeah. Shoot, I'm in gold, okay? Yeah. I will openly admit that I'm 24. I'm old in esports.
I'm actually in plat, by the way. Just make that clear.
A little brag. All right, fine.
A humble brag there. But piggybacking on what Project said, that's exactly what we want this show to be. We know you have your top level analysis. We want it to be a place where you can conversate and talk about the games that you play and things that you've seen. A lot of people follow this esport on Reddit and other social media outlets, and we want to be able to have a place where you can talk about that in a setting where if you say something that maybe you don't know or have a question or something that at your rank you see a lot of and want to express, you can talk to us about it and we can give you our opinion because we're in the same spot.
Right.
So there aren't a lot of people out there that do that, so we want this show to be for you in that way.
For sure. And, honestly, there are lots of people who are like, well, then let's... how many times there are let's go goats in gold?
But see, that's the thing about goats too, because you actually need to know what you're doing to run goats. Believe it or not, goats is not an automatic win. If you don't bubble your Reinhardt, goats doesn't work. If you don't play Brig with your Reinhardt, it doesn't work.
There are a lot of people who think that you have to play the meta, but the meta is more than just playing the meta characters. You have to play the meta characters in the way that the meta works.
Yes.
So, again, we want to give you guys that kind of feedback for the average level. I mean, shoot. 38% of Overwatch players are in gold.
Yes.
That is a huge percentage out of, let's see, bronze, silver, gold, I can't count, platinum, diamond,
Masters.
Master, Grandmaster.
Yep, top 500.
Top 500, so that's a total of 8 different ranks. 38% of that in gold? Do some math here.
40% of it over 8 categories. Yeah, there's a lot of people in it. The majority of their population is in gold, which is why, for the most part, we think mostly people that are gold watch their sports and watch these kind of streams. So we got to cater to you guys. Granted, you won't see any, 6K Genji blades from me, more like AKM blades.
Oh, but... Did you see the scrim?
I did.
Oh my god.
The community scrim, yes.
My favorite was AKM's tweet where he was like, no, that was my redemption blade.
It did not end well for him. So,
that was hilarious, though. As soon as he came out, slept. Oh.
And it's like, no, you will never live this down. You have not ascended yet, AKM. You're still here. Keep working on it. Which is great, and we're those platinum players. I've been learning how to play Genji. I have an alt account that plays Genji.
One of many.
One of many alt accounts that plays other characters. I don't want to give you the number because it's just sad. I've bought Overwatch many times. So, yes, I know that feeling. Okay, nano me. Pull out the blade and slept. And you sit there, look at everyone else fight like, oh.
At least your Ana actually nanoed you when you said to.
This is true. I had to dash in the air and pretty much look at her to say, hey, I'm here. But it worked. Yeah. So that's more than a lot of people can expect.
Welcome to playing at mid to low level.
So true.
But for real, like, we want this show to be where you guys come every week to just have a good time, grab a drink if you're of legal age, and just sit back and hang out with us. You know, like, we see you in chat. Just like last season, though, we aren't going to be doing too much interaction with chat during the show, but guess what? Season 2, we're adding in an extra 30-minute segment called The Post Show. We should actually name The Post Show something.
It's called The Post Show.
But okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it could be called. It could be the play of the game, play of the game segment. I don't know. After the match.
We'll workshop it. We'll workshop it. But I mean, we want to give you guys on Twitch the actual full-on Twitch experience, because we are breaking this out onto YouTube. We don't want to give people on YouTube the experience of, wow, holy beer burp. Give people on YouTube the experience of you're on Twitch when you can't interact with the people. So that's why we wanted to give you guys on Twitch the extra little bit. But if you are watching us on YouTube, thank you. Of course, hit that like button, smash that bell, all that good stuff.
Turn notifications.
I mean, we're trying to make sure that we get the shout out to as many people as possible, just because we want to share this with you guys. I mean, when TexasWatch, I don't even think we had any other names for the show. I think that was like the first one. It was just like done.
Texas, yeah. I think it was something that was straight to the point and determined what we're going to talk about in the show and the theme of the show. So
very true.
It made sense.
Very true. And I mean, of course, naturally, as I'm sure you can tell by now, I'm a resident Dallas Fuel fan.
And I'm a resident Houston Outlaws fan.
The Battle for Texas is only one game this year, which again, I'm so disappointed in that.
Yeah.
Like, what? I understand the whole Atlantic versus Pacific thing, but like, that is a rivalry that's super important. And yes, sure, the only Battle for Texas is in Texas, which we're both going.
Yes, we'll be there.
Yeah.
Maybe do an IRL stream. Watch out for that.
Ooh, that'd be fun. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
But I mean, like, it's a little disappointing that we're only getting one.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, with more teams being added, I mean, I know they had to set the schedule a certain way, and especially with a lot of the backlash they got with the number of games that were back to back, and the stress that apparently was on players.
True.
They're trying to slow it down a bit. I mean, but that's something I feel like they need to set up. It's kind of one of those things in regular traditional sports, like division rivalries or something like that. I think making that in esports would make it really awesome. There's a reason it's caught on in mainstream traditional sports. Esports could, benefit from that same advantage. So yeah. I think it should be done.
Do we know if the LA rivalry is also Atlantic Pacific? Are they both Pacific?
Between the Gladiators and the Valiant, I think they're both Pacific. I'm not 100% sure on that though.
I'm checking now. But I mean, because the Battle for LA, I know that there's going to be one where they go to the Microsoft Theater. Mm-hmm. But I don't know if that's gonna if there's more than one. It could be. It could be.
It's something that. I mean, I think they should put more of an emphasis on those rivalries. They have a little bit with the South Korean teams and the China teams, I think.
Yeah.
To emphasize those markets, but they should do that more in the U.S. too. I mean, we like our traditional sports as much as we may do our esports. So if you make those rivalries, people will go in and people get riled up about that kind of stuff. So I think it'd be a great thing for the sport in general. In any sport, not just Overwatch, but overall. I mean, rivalries are a great thing, and those fans get riled up in that case. I mean, it becomes a huge thing. It becomes a huge deal.
And so I just checked the calendar. There are 2 Battle for LAs this year.
Oh wow!
So y'all are lucky. You get 2.
So Texas got the shaft, basically, when it came.
But I mean, we're gonna talk about this when we talk about both the Field and the Outlaws later on in their own sections. But both of the LA teams are ranking pretty high, most people's power rankings.
Yeah.
Whereas the Texas teams are like, you guys get like tier 3.
Do you think though that there's some sort of LA bias when it comes to that kind of stuff? Because the whole scene is in California. It's in California. So, of course, I think they see those teams more often.
Yeah.
They probably speak to them. They probably hear about scrims and things more often.
When you say,
there may be a West Coast bias in the Overwatch League, in my opinion.
Well, when you see them more often, though, they're all based in LA, technically.
Well, true. They are based in LA, but that's where all the games are played, right? It's always on the West Coast in those situations. So... and they're all already flown out there to play these matches. So maybe I'm just going to introduce a little bit of, there could be some West Coast bias, and they may be underrepresenting the teams on the East Coast and the South. So
yeah. Although, speaking of teams in the South, though, I'm really curious about what Atlanta's going to do this season.
I am, too, because Atlanta has one of my favorite streamers. DeFran is
everybody loves DeFran. Come on.
DeFran is hilarious, so I enjoy when to see him in the Overwatch League. I want to see how well he does. His DPS game is insane.
Do we
I'm
have
looking forward to
any
it.
other Southern teams save for the Texas teams? Like, is Atlanta and Texas the only teams that are like in the South? I think so.
Florida. Yeah, I was gonna
Florida.
say Florida Mayhem. They are the fourth one. I think that's the only ones.
Interesting. Because, I mean, you have Boston, London, not London,
Boston.
Boston.
They're not in America. That would be a team that's not quite
Boston,
in America.
New York, Washington. God,
They're East Coast, West Coast, and Pacific Northwest, and overseas. Like that. That's it. And we have Canada teams, obviously, Toronto and Vancouver.
Which I'm honestly surprised that Seattle didn't go for a team.
That's what I was thinking too. I think Seattle would be a great place to be able to host an esports team, just kind of that environment and just the kind of things that they're into.
Yeah.
But I guess they had no buyers or anything. No one that was interested. I mean, they got enough tech money up there, believe it or not. I mean, they do. So
I do think it's funny how Vancouver and Seattle, they're so close to each other. And they both have the same like colors for their sports.
Like Vancouver's team is the Seattle Sounders. I know people don't. This is traditional sports talk. Cover your ears if you're not into it. But like the Seattle Sounders soccer team are those exact colors of the Vancouver Titans. And I'm like, did they just rip off this entire team and just throw it up in another country?
They're practically the same thing as Seahawks colors too, right?
They are the same, but they're all. It's just shout out to cities that do that, make all their teams match. Like teams like Pittsburgh and Seattle. Like
Dallas does it.
Yeah, I get you right.
These are technically Cowboys colors, homie.
They're technically Cowboys colors. Houston does not do it. Our Texans are red, blue, and white, and the Outlaws are black and green. So they're complete opposite.
But that's because of optic, though. That's more
true.
of an Outlaws thing. That's more of their parent organization.
True. Which we'll get into that whole thing when we come to Outlaws season preview
Woo!
about our roster moves and things like that. It was an interesting offseason for optic gaming.
And we will get to that. But you know what? Let's end with this because you want to get into the big meaty topics of the episode.
Yeah.
I'm really excited for TexasWatch Season 2. If you watched us for the last season, thank you. We're happy you're back. Seriously, we really appreciate the support. If you're here for the first time, congratulations. You're here for something marvelous, wonderful. You got two drunken idiots talking about Overwatch all day. I mean, come on. That's just what we do.
One of those is a fact. The other is wrong. Take your pick.
But for real, like, I really want the show to get to a point where we come here every week, we just chill, have a beer, and have a good time.
Yeah, and which is what this is for. Like we talked about just in this whole segment, we want the theme of the show to be very conversational and be something that's easy to digest and understand. Just if you're looking to have something on in the background or something while you're working with something to listen to, we want that to be the case. So by all means, and like Project mentioned earlier in the episode, we're welcome to the feedback. We want to hear from people. We want to get some, what should we talk about? What direction do you want the show to go in? Because as long as you tell me to talk, I'm just going to talk. So that's how that goes.